Okay. Hi, Dadak. How are you?
Hello, good.
Okay. So I'll be sharing my screen, Dadak. Okay.
Okay,
Let me just close the windows, open up the compiler. Okay. And in the previous session, what we have seen?
uh, print, enter smaller, greater,
Okay. What we have seen? Enter the finding the
enter the,
smaller and greater, right?
yes,
Okay. See here. Can you see my screen?
yes,
Okay, in the previous session, we have seen how to print like hello world. Okay, this is the any programming language. Okay, you're learning. Okay, you have to print this message. Okay, to see if you can, you know, connect to output script. See, okay, your compiler, your interpreter is working fine. Okay, your installation is good. Okay.
okay,
Okay, so that's why you have to just print this hello world. Okay, the logic behind this running this simple program is that our interpreter is working, our compiler is working fine. Okay, that
okay,
now you can do many difficult programs. Okay, sometimes there is a issue with the installation, software installation. Okay, that we can find out by running this program. Okay.
okay,
All right, then we have to do addition of two numbers program. Okay, so this is
okay,
addition of two numbers. So what is the requirement? Okay, we have to have two numbers. Okay, so we can keep first number in x, second number in y. Okay, so now that you have two numbers. Okay, now you can do addition of x and y. But the problem is if you do x plus y, the result you need to keep it somewhere. You know that we put
yes,
it in add variable. Okay,
okay,
okay. So I can put it in add variable. I can use z variable also. Any variable. Okay, t variable.
okay,
So it's not an issue. What variable name you can use. So likewise, you can do subtraction, x minus y. So all these are operations that I'm doing, plus, minus, multiplication. These are all arithmetic operations. Okay, and these plus, minus, multiplication, and division. These are all are arithmetic operations. Okay.
okay.
And if you want remainder, you can do x% y. See, look at here. What will be the result for line number 4? It will be
Uh,
30.
30.
What will be the answer for this? Let me just put here, you
It
know,
is much 10.
I will use here, 2. Okay. So it will be 12. Then here
Yes,
it will be 8.
uh,
Here
it will
it will
be
be 20. Here
25,
5, and here
8,
it will be remainder. Okay, so like after dividing a number by 2, okay, what
yes,
will be remainder? Quotient will be 5 and remainder,
yes, 0.
yes. So that means this is 0 means it's a even number. X is even number, because
Okay,
when you get remainder 0, no, it's a even number. Okay.
okay,
You got it? So now see, I will print one by one. I will say addition of, okay? Addition of, we say, or addition is, we just print addition, okay? So comma,
okay,
and then we print add, okay?
Okay.
And similarly, I can print subtraction, sub. Okay. Then we
Okay.
print multiplication, mul. Okay. Then we print division, d.
Okay.
Okay. And then we
Okay.
print remainder. So actually, what we are doing, see our answers, we are printing it, okay, on the output screen. Okay, so here we are printing. Okay, here we are just finding the answers, but we haven't printed. Okay, so print means sending the values to the output screen. Okay, so
Okay.
remainder, and here REM. Okay,
Okay.
so when I run this program, see I get the output. Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Okay.
So this
Yes.
is a very simple arithmetic operation program. Okay, that we do. Okay.
Okay.
And what do you know about this Python language? So we have learned what is Python.
It is a programming language.
Yeah, Python, see, it's a programming language. Okay, very good. And more about this Python programming language, what do you know? It is used for,
AI and machine learning.
yeah, it is used for developing web applications, okay, like in web development, okay, then software development,
Okay.
mathematics, scientific applications, okay, and then
Okay.
AI and machine learning, okay.
Okay.
Python can be
Okay.
run on many machines, okay.
Okay.
Python, it can be, run on many different platforms, okay. Different platforms means, which platform, do you know? Like it's Windows, then Mac. Do you know these platforms, operating systems, Linux?
Yes.
Okay, so you can run Python on all these operating systems. Okay, its syntax is its syntax is similar to English language. Okay, which syntax is it's a simple language. Okay, it's a
Okay.
simple language. Okay,
Okay.
and it's like reading English language. Okay, if you know English, learning Python is very easy. Okay,
Okay.
and Python runs on interpreter. Okay, Python is an interpreted language. Interpreter means what? It's a line by line execution. Line by line execution. Okay,
Okay.
line by line means what? It will first run this. Okay, then only it will go to the
Okay.
next line. Okay, until then,
Okay.
it doesn't have the idea of anything. Okay, about it. So that's why I'm telling you. Okay, you don't perform addition before like this. Okay, it's a if I write this x plus y, this is wrong because here I don't know the values of x and y.
Okay.
To you, it's clear that x and y is there here. Okay, but
Okay.
interpreter doesn't know that. So that's why you first you know define the values of x and y and then use this expression.
Okay.
Then Python is it's a procedural and object oriented programming language. Okay, so Python can be
Okay.
used, okay, for procedural means what? It's a function. Okay, or OOP language. So it can be both. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what kind of editors we can use? Okay. See, you have see Python IDs. Okay. Python ID. These IDs means what? We have to use, online compiler first in case, you don't have installations. Okay.
Okay.
When you don't have installations. Okay. Like you are
Okay.
traveling. Okay. You are using somebody else's laptop system. Okay. Then you use online compilers. You're traveling, you can also run this application on mobile. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Then we can use online, see, Google Colab. Okay. Or, you know, Jupyter. And these are like cloud based systems. Okay. Cloud systems. Okay.
Okay.
So it's like heavy applications are there. It's taking lots of time for execution. Okay, if you are running the application on your machine, but it is taking so much time, you cannot wait. In that case, you run your application on Google Colab. Okay, then
Okay.
it's online. Okay, this one is online.
Okay.
It runs on browser. Okay,
Okay.
so and the next is Visual Studio Code. You have to download it. This is you have to go like download this. Okay, you know how to download. Just go to Google, type Visual Studio Code, download, and it should be downloaded. Okay, and it
Okay.
it will be offline. Okay, you don't require internet. This for this Visual Studio Code. Okay,
Okay. Yes.
and then other thing is that you can do it in Notepad also. Okay, Notepad it's a editor. Okay, you don't have to install, it's already installed in your system. Okay,
Okay.
so how do you write a program in this Notepad and run it by command? Okay, run by CMD. Okay, so you have to open up the command prompt CMD and then you have to type, you know, Python. See, then you have to type Python, name of the file. So let's say your name of the file is hello.py. Okay. So you have to run it like this. Okay. Sometimes you have to use Python 3. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You have to check your Python version in that case.
Okay.
So these are the editors that we actually use it. Okay. So let me
Okay.
just give it a point one. This is two. This is third point. I'll share this to you, okay? Four,
Okay.
okay? All right. So Python, it follows indentation, okay? Like it's a very strict language. Like say, uh, if you start, your first line here, that means all the other lines should be exactly, you know, like align with that first line, okay? You cannot start
Okay.
like y like this, okay? And one line here and one line there, okay? It's not allowed, okay? It will give you an error, okay? So that's why all codes that you put it should be in one line, one column, okay? See here, okay? So this is called indentation, okay? So Python it relies on indentation, so it's a rule, okay? So what are the rules, okay? So that Python, you know Python, it depends on indentation. Okay.
Okay.
Python depends on indentation. Indentation, right?
Yes.
Okay. Like you have to use spaces. Okay. White spaces. Okay. So white spaces means space bar. All right, you have to define the scope. Okay, so like if you give, space, that means you're creating a scope there, new scope. Okay, let's say, uh, let's say here I am creating one function show. Okay, now here see, this is a function. Okay, I'm creating, and the function has its own body. Okay, it has its
Okay.
own code. So as soon as after this I hit enter key, what is happening? See, it doesn't start from here. It starts
Okay.
from, it has few spaces here. See, do you
Okay.
see? It has few
Yes.
spaces here. So that is called white spaces. So when it has white spaces, no, actually a new scope is created. New scope means it's a new code block. Okay,
Okay.
you can write here like print I am a function. Okay. So, this is a part of, see, this is a part of this show function. Okay. So, if you hide
Okay.
this, look at it. You don't see print function. Do you?
No.
You don't see this print function. That means this show function, it's an independent function. It has its own code. See here. I can hide it. Okay. It's just only
Okay.
because of these spaces. If you don't give space now, look at here. If I click here, it doesn't hide print function. See?
Okay.
Okay, you got it? So that's why
Yes.
you have to have these spaces. So, Python codes, it has indentation. You have to use white space to define scopes. Okay, like scopes, you can define it for, scope for functions, then loops, okay, and classes. Okay. So you have to define scope, like this. You have to give spaces like for functions, for loops, for conditional statements. Okay. Like in other programming languages, no, we have to, if it's a C programming language, let's say, and I wanted to create this show function, then I would be, creating function like this, void show. Okay. And I don't use colon here because it's not a Python language, it's a C programming language. So what I do, okay, I use curly brackets. So now see here, this curly brackets, it tells you that here, this is open curly bracket, this is the end. It tells you that this is a function. This is the body of the function. So I can say, hi, I am
Okay.
function. So look at here, I am showing you two different functions from two different programming languages.
Okay.
Now look at here, this is C programming function. Now what is the difference? What is the difference here? What is the difference?
Uh,
So here you don't have curly brackets. Okay, here in Python, this is Python function, and this is C programming language function. What is the difference?
doesn't have curly bracket.
Yeah, it doesn't. Python doesn't have curly brackets. Okay, so this C function has curly brackets. So what? See, both are functions, so you can hide it. See, okay,
Okay.
this function also you can hide. This also you can hide. So only difference is that it doesn't use curly brackets, okay, to decide its function body. It uses, white spaces, okay.
Okay.
But if you don't give, that's a problem, okay. You have to use colon, give some spaces right inside, the body of the function you have to write, okay. I'll teach you
Okay.
when time comes, okay. And here just we are learning indentation, the meaning of it. That's why I'm showing you this, okay.
Okay.
All right. So Python installation, we were seeing Python installation. So here we can use Notepad editor. But for this, Notepad editor, you have to first install Python. Download
Yeah.
and install Python, latest Python. Okay, Python download and install. You Google, okay? You Google about
Okay.
it, Python download, and it should take you to the website. From there, you can download latest Python and you can then install it. Okay, and then after installing, you can run this command. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So all Python programs should end with extension .py. Okay. Like let's say the fifth point is all Python programs, when you save Python programs ends uh at extension, okay, so .py. Okay.
Okay.
It's like C programming it has extension .c, and then Java programming has like .java. Okay. So similarly, Python program has extension .py. Okay.
Okay.
Whenever you are trying to save the file, you save it like using .py. Okay.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
Okay. So what we have seen? We have seen the Hello World program, okay, first, and we have seen the arithmetic operation. So let me comment this part because this is a theory part, okay, sorry. See, how do you comment this? Check it. You have to select all the code first that you want to put it in comment, okay. Then use, like type single quotation three times. One, two, three. So look at here. It's all commented. It all becomes green now. Okay.
Okay.
So all these codes are comment now. It won't be giving you problem. So this becomes string. So I can share this to you in the chat. Okay.
Okay.
First, I will share this theory part to you. You create a device notes and put it in a
Okay.
notepad. Okay. So this is the
I
first part. Okay. And then I will share this program to you. You have this program now. Okay.
okay. 1 second. Let me make a new file.
Oh yeah, create a new notepad file, save it by today's name, so today's date, okay, by name of the topic, okay.
Okay.
When done, please let me know, okay.
Uh, should I name it as what should I name it?
You can name this one as Python introduction, okay, and also you can give date today's date. It's 11th July, okay.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, 1 minute, please.
In केली मी डेस्कटॉप पर आहे.
Okay. So now we will be, shall I delete this one now? So let me also copy
Yes.
this to my system. We'll create a device notes, okay? So
Okay.
I'll create one folder by your name. Hold on, I'm just creating a folder.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I finished creating folders and I put your file. Okay, it's a you can create like day one, day two, day three. Okay, like that folders also. Okay, you don't know how to name. So give the folder name day one, day two, day three. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's see, okay, that other part of the like other topics, okay. So we have seen, the about indentation, okay. So indentation, let's explore more. Indentation, it's like, I'm writing some conditional statements, okay. I want to find you, okay, between two numbers, which number is greater. So we put first number in X, okay. X is 10
O-
and second number in Y. Okay. I want to know like which number is greater, X or Y. Okay. You can easily tell X is greater. Okay. Because X has value 10 and Y has value 5. Okay. But you have to write a program for it. Okay. So we use a conditional statement here if. Okay. So if we say X greater y. Okay. If x greater y, this is true. Okay. The meaning of this true means that you are inside if. Okay. Okay. You are inside if when it's true. You got it? So when x greater than y is true, then you are inside if. Okay. And whenever the expression x greater y, this is false. Okay.
Okay.
Then you are inside else when it's a false. Okay. So
Okay.
we have to understand this condition now. Okay, let's assume. I'm not saying that this is true or false by looking at the value. Don't check the values. Okay, it could be different values, no? So we have to
Yes.
check for two values, two possibilities, like x could be greater or y could be greater. Okay, so we don't know that. So here, that's why we are writing two possibilities. Okay, we're writing a code
Okay.
for two possibilities. Right now it's only one possibility. Here it says x is greater. Other
Okay.
possibility is y is greater. Okay, so what we are going
Okay.
to do now, don't look at the values. Just focus on this part. Okay. So x's
Okay.
value greater than y's value. Let's assume yes. Okay, true. We say yes, x is greater than y. True. Okay. In that case, you are inside if. You're not going
Okay.
to else. Okay. You're going inside if. This is executing now. Okay. So what does it mean? X
Okay.
greater y true means it means x is greater.
Okay.
It means x is
Greater.
greater, okay, because it's a true. Okay, x greater y is true. Okay, and you can print that also. Okay, whether this returns true or false. Okay, you can put it in bracket. You'll understand. Let's not do that for now. Let's not confuse. Okay, so here let's assume this is false.
Okay.
Okay, x greater y is false.
Okay.
False means what? That x is not greater
Not.
than y. Okay, x's value, okay, is not greater than y. In that case, it will be false. It will be returning false. So when it's
Okay.
false, it says, oh, this is false. I cannot go inside if now. Okay, then I
Okay.
have to go to else now. Okay, it's like, you go to movie theater. Okay, Now, let's say here, if this is condition. Condition means what? The ticket checker. It asks you, do you have ticket? Now, when you say yes, you are going inside in a movie theater. Okay, okay, and you say, oh, I forgot my ticket at home. I don't have ticket. Then it says, sorry, you cannot go inside if you have to go to else. Else means you have to go home.
Okay.
So there are two possibilities. That means you can watch movie only when you have ticket. That means this is true. And you
Okay.
don't watch movie when this is false.
False.
Understood? So always there are
Okay.
two possibilities, remember. Okay, when there is a condition, there are two things. It's like, when it's raining, I'm not going to school. But there is
Yes.
also one more possibility. When it doesn't rain, that means I have to go to school. Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, it's raining true. When it's raining, that means your condition, it is true.
Okay.
Okay, isn't it? The condition is true now when it's raining. So at that time, it's printing this one. When it's false, printing this one. Okay, so let's run this program now. See, x is greater printed. Why? Because x is value 10, y is value 5. So, of course, x's value is greater than y's value. You know, let's make y's value greater. Now, see, x greater y, it's a false. It's returning false. Why? Because look here, x is value 10. 10 greater than 15, false. 10 is not greater than 15, so it's returning false. False means it's going to else. Again, it's printing y is greater. Look at here. I'll be running the code. See here, it's printing y is greater now. Understood?
Okay. Yes.
So let's say you want to know, sir, how do I know that this is true and false? How if I want to print it, before, how do I print it? It's very easy. See, you say print and you say just x greater than y. Yeah. Okay. It should print true or false. See, it's printing false. Look.
Yes.
Okay. And let's say I make this one as 5, 10 greater than 5. It will say yes, true. See, so it clearly tells you that when this is true, this expression x greater y, it's true, you know, then it's going inside if, okay, and when this values, y is greater, in that case, it's returning false, okay. That means it's not going inside if, it's going inside else. Look at it. See, when it is false, where it's going? In the else.
Yeah.
You got it now?
Yes.
Now, the concept behind this learning program is indentation. Look at here. I have x and y written on the same line, print on
Yes.
the same line, if on the same line. But look at here, the body of the if. Okay, I'm writing this code, after few spaces given here. See, first I am giving few spaces, then I'm writing this. Okay, so the body of this if, you know it has, it's a part of this if. Okay, these two lines of code, it's a part of this if, and these two lines of code are part of else.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes.
So here you can hide it clearly. See, I can hide this else. Okay, I can hide this if. I can hide both if and else. And it expands now. It shows me its body. Okay. If you don't
Okay.
give space, no, that's a problem. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Now, this is like indentation. Okay.
Okay.
And now, we talk about variables. Okay. So in this one, what are the
Okay.
variables?
X and Y.
Yes, Python is a very beautiful language. Okay, it doesn't require you to tell you the type of the variable it is. Okay, you don't have to declare it. Okay, as soon as you assign this value to x, it will declare it inside the memory. Okay, like let's say it's a different programming language. Okay, let me give you this code. You can try it on your own. I will send this to you in the chat. Also, I'll save it into my notepad. Okay.
1 second.
It's available in the chat. Don't worry. Okay. If you need, I will
Okay,
send
okay.
it to you one more time. Okay. And now see here, I have to declare a variable. So what is variable basically? The variable it's a like a concept that where you can create a container to put value. See, I have to put this value 10 inside some memory, okay? But you cannot directly put this 10 into memory because you don't know the addresses for the memory, okay? Let's say you want to write a letter to your friend, okay? So you need to know the address of your friend, no? So
Yes.
likewise, you want to keep this value 10 inside the variable, you need a memory address, okay? So when you do this, x is equal to 10. What happens basically in memory, okay? Let's say this is a memory location and it has this address. Let's say address is simple, okay? 121212. Okay, this is the address 1213 20. Okay, this is the address. Okay, and let's
Yes.
say this address doesn't have a name. Okay. At this address, I want to keep this value 10. But how do I put it directly inside this address? Because I don't know about these addresses. These addresses are never, these addresses are never, it cannot be seen by a developer that easily. Okay. So, programmer should, be able to put this value inside this memory location. Okay. Like container. Then we need to name this address. We need to name this as, like as simple as like say X. Okay, so now X is this address. Okay, X is now this address. So it's like we are naming this address as X. Okay, we are naming this address as X so that when you write X is equal to 10, it's going to be stored at this address. Are you following?
Yes.
So basically, what is variable? It's a named memory location. What is variable? It's a named memory location. Okay, so what kind of value that you can put it in? You can put it in string values. Okay, you can put it in string values, you can put it in integer values, you can put it in float values. Okay, string means it's a hello. Okay, this is a string. Integer is just number. Float means it's a floating point value. Okay, with decimal point. Okay.
Okay.
All right. See you in the next session. That's it for today. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Bye.